morning. Hey, it's a great morning. Good morning, delivery fam. Good morning. And welcome to another episode of Breakfast with UDM. This morning, we got a very important topic. We're going to be talking about the number one solution for lying customers on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. Now, I left Postmates out of this mainly because there's no way to contact driver support on Postmates. Yeah, we have found in the past that there's a number, but it seems as if they don't want us calling them because it's one number one day, another number another day, because the other number doesn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? So the number one solution for lying customers on DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. Let's focus on those three. But before we get started, got a few opening announcements. If you're watching on the replay and you do not wish to hear these announcements, just fast forward a little bit. First announcement is, if you did not get a chance to check out this video, ladies and gentlemen, I will put it in the cards up at the top right of the screen. It's going to be a little I. I'm not putting it yet, but it's going to be at the top of the screen. And check out the videos in the card, okay? This video right here is a very important one if you want to know what's been going on with DoorDash and the delivery issues option or feature that they just added to the Dasher app. If you want to check that out, I go into detail as to what that might be in the app on this video. So definitely go ahead and check out that video. And let's pause the music for a second. This is a response that I received on that exact video that I just spoke about. This is coming from Muppet Madness. I don't know if it's a he, she, but I just want to address them correctly. Muppet Madness says, I just called and talked to a supervisor, and he said it's for Dashers who are picking up food and the unassigning from the order, not delivering the food, inappropriate use of the red card. I guess it's red card. That's what he meant. Or he or she, inappropriate use of the red card. He said Dashers are adding extra food on when they place orders and are consuming it, and for Dashers that act inappropriately to the customer. He was very informative, so I am going to go with what he said. He said they are working on a mass email to send to the Dashers. Family, I mean, how do y'all feel about that comment? Do you, not necessarily about whether Muppet Madness is telling the truth or not? It's not that. Not the validity of the comment. But what support said to Muppet Madness. Do you feel that's 100%? Let me know how you feel. I'm just saying. Because a lot of people have different experiences. And I know for one that sometimes I'll call support and they don't even know how to handle it. How is it support if you don't know how to handle it? Now, Muppet Madness said that they spoke to someone that was a supervisor. But how do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's legit? They're really going to be targeting drivers. Let's look at this again. Targeting Dashers that are unassigning from the order, not delivering the food, inappropriate use of the red card, and adding extra food on when they place an order, and stuff like that. Sounds about right? Okay, sounds about right, right, Donkey Conley? No, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Okay, well, we all have our opinions about this. We'll see what happens. All right. We'll see what happens. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about all the opening announcements. So let's dive into this morning's topic. Oh, one last thing I got to do. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe, click the bell, and join the team. All right. And that's all the opening announcements. So now let's talk about the number one solution for lying customers on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. I received an order on Grubhub the other day, and this was the delivery instructions. Leave food at my doorstep. If you have received a note like this, not necessarily on Grubhub, but on DoorDash or even Uber Eats, if you receive a note like this, give me a thumbs up emoji in the chat or in the comment section down below. And also, if you don't mind sharing how you handle it, which did you just leave the food and not do anything else? I know it says 0 tip. I know a lot of you might be looking at the 0 tip like, man, that 0 tip, it was a low paying order. Nah, Grubhub actually paid a couple extra dollars for this 0 tip order. I think a few people did not accept it, but leave the food at my doorstep. All right. I felt very uncomfortable with this because in South Florida, we do have raccoons. We have critters. All right. There's ants all over the place. All right. I do not feel comfortable with leaving the food at on any of these apps. I don't feel comfortable leaving it on a porch, on a doorstep, in front of apartment door, whatever. All right. Even though this says leave food at my doorstep, this was an apartment building. Okay. There's no doorstep. All right. It was the 3rd floor and there's no doorstep at all. There's just leave the food in front of my door. All right. No problem. All right. As I was getting close to the customer's location, I guess they were tracking me. They sent me this text message. Hey, Brian, you're delivering my food through Grubhub. Could you please leave my food at my neighbor's doorstep at 3:05? We aren't home. Okay. Leave the food at your neighbor's door. I don't know about y'all, but I felt extremely uncomfortable about leaving the food. So the next thing I did is I contacted Driver Care. And I said, hey, Driver Care, I do not feel comfortable with leaving this food on this customer's doorstep. They left it in the notes and they sent me a text message asking me to leave it on their doorstep. Now, if this food goes missing, they're going to try to blame it on me and saying that I took their food. I don't feel comfortable with leaving it on their doorstep. You know what Driver Care told me? I'm glad that you made us aware of this. I'm going to now call the customer. I'm going to let them know they're going to be on a recorded line. And I'm going to verify with the customer on a recorded line that they want you to leave that food on the doorstep. When they call the customer and they let them know they are on a recorded line and they authorize the driver to leave the food on a doorstep, there's a recording. That is you CYA-ing, covering your ASS. How do y'all feel about that? I know a lot of you said that, body cams and different types of cameras and dash cams, taking pictures. I want to help you understand how suspicious that can look when you are in a specific neighborhood. Can y'all imagine seeing somebody you never seen before taking pictures of your neighbor's house at nighttime? And if they got and if they got a black hoodie? Can y'all imagine what that looks like? Flash. I ain't never seen that dude before. Yo, Popo, we got somebody in a black hoodie taking pictures of my neighbor's house. Y'all know how suspicious that look, family? That looks so suspicious. They want you to take pictures. They want you to leave the food in a safe place. Sometimes there's nowhere to leave the food. Now I understand why y'all take videos and I understand why y'all take pictures, but that looks so suspicious, family. I'm telling you, that looks suspicious. If you have never had the police called on you before, you don't want to experience that because you will feel profiled. Like, I'm just delivering food, yo. What the? I ain't nobody bad. I'm just delivering food. Well, sir, we got a few calls saying that you were taking pictures of your neighbor's house. Well, a few houses down the street. would you mind answering why were you taking pictures? It's just suspicious, family. So the number one solution that I'm talking about, the number one solution, family, call support. Call support. Tell them you do not feel comfortable delivering the food to a belligerent customer. I hope that's the right word. I hope I'm using it correctly. You do not feel comfortable delivering the food in a certain location. Please, can you get the customer can you verify with the customer? I'm right outside the house. Can you please call the customer and verify that, hey, I am delivering their food to them? Can you please verify that on a recorded line? You don't have to say recorded line, all right? But call them, have them call the customer and cover your ASS. You know what I'm saying? Cover your ASS, family. And like I said, I know how y'all feel about sending a text message. I know how y'all feel about, taking pictures of the food where you left it, but it looks suspicious. And I'm 6'1". I got tattoos. I got a black hoodie. When it's cold outside, it's been a little chilly these days. I put my hoodie on. I'm just saying, it looks kind of suspicious. A tall black guy with a bald head and a black hoodie. He was driving a red Honda Civic. I'm just saying. That's my description right there. We've never seen him in this area before. I'm just saying. Cover your ASS, family. With Instacart, we have to take pictures of the customer if the customer isn't home. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, family, is when you take a picture, and if that's all you have, customers, they are smart. They can say, oh, he just took the picture and took the food after he took the picture. Family, you don't want to be caught up in a situation where the customer's word versus your word. And we all know these companies, they like to take the customer's side. All right. Now, they like to do things to, make the customer feel happy so the customer can return and order on their platform. So like I said, I learned this because of that driver care representative. They called, all right? They called the customer on a recorded line and verified. For all those that's just coming in, they verified the notes and the text message. Do you really want him to leave the food on the doorstep? I wasn't a part of the conversation, but they told me they contacted the customer and they verified. So hold up. If you call support and you want to do this, family, I suggest letting them know the line is going to be recorded as well. The reason why I'm saying that is because you should record that they are going to call the customer to verify. Cover your ASS. All right? If they say they're going to do it, they better do it. You let them know the line is going to be recorded for my records or whatever. You record the line. They say that they're going to be calling the customer. They better be calling the customer to verify what you called about. That's the number one solution, in my opinion. At the end of the day, you are your own person. You're going to do what you feel is necessary to cover your ASS, whether it's wearing a body cam, different types of cameras, hidden cameras, dash cams. If you want to take pictures, like I said, that looks suspicious, yo. I don't feel comfortable taking pictures at nighttime, in the daytime, anytime of somebody else's home, especially when there's crime watchers in the Crime Stoppers. That's what it is. Crime Stoppers in a lot of neighborhoods. I ain't with it. I'm not taking pictures. So, today is that day that I'll be giving out wrenches. So, family, I'm gonna go to the chat right now, and then I'm gonna give the wrenches after that. Okay, that's pretty much all I had to share. If you want to add this as an additional way to cover your ASS, I suggest you do. Every which way that you cover your ASS, there's no wrong way of doing it. The more evidence you have, the more proof you have that you are doing what they expected you to do, the better off you will be. That's it. You get what I'm saying? If you can cover your ASS with a text message and getting a response from the customer, do that. If you can take a picture, I suggest you don't. But if you want to take a picture, you do. Be my guest. Do your thing. If you want to take a video, be my guest. Do your thing. I'm just saying. That's the number one solution. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you squeeze the life out of that like button. If you feel like this is a great solution for you in your market, or even if it's not a great solution, tell me something better or add something to the table. Bring it to the table. Put it in the comment section down below if you're watching on the replay. And let's try to find a better solution. Because if a customer calls and say, hey, the point of this, I just want to make this last point and then I'm going to go to the chat. The point of this, if that customer calls and say, I didn't get my food, or if they say in the app, I didn't get my food, but yo, you on a recorded line saying that you authorized, you got your food. It has been delivered. So what you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? All right. So with that being said, family, that is it. If you wish to go ahead and do your work, get your money, feel free to do so. Let me talk to my peoples in the chat. What's up, family? Dylan De Jesus says, Briggs, UDM and DFAM will not quit DoorDash. I won't, man. Not yet. Not yet. I'm a gig worker. I just remember their information and what they look like. Jacqueline Taylor, good morning. Welcome. I had a guy cussing me out while I had customer care on the phone. Sketchy, creepy guy. I just called. They could hear the creep. And it's on a recorded line. Bend but don't break. All right. Says, video doesn't lie. You're right. I'm not telling you to not do it one way and do it my way. Do it every which way that you can do it, because you need evidence that you did what you said you were going to do. Miss Fee, she giving out fees, y'all. Good morning, Miss Fee. Briggs, good morning. Rich 4076, what's up? Uh-oh. Oh, thank you for the $10, Richard Long Break. Thank you for supporting the channel. I don't know what happened to my speaker, but I guess something happened. It just disconnected. Heather Patori, haha, I agree. Chocolate button, Ash. Okay. Good morning to you. Phoenix Delivery Drove. Good morning, Alan. Taking pics in an apartment complex is security issue. Let's see here. Sovereign Renaissance says, some guy tried to scam Grubhub system by saying I didn't deliver the food. Yes, please share. Have you ever been lied on? Have you ever been lied on, family? Put it in the chat right now in the comment section down below.
The mic's off right now. To turn it back on, press the button that controls the microphone.
Yep. Phone froze. Phone froze. Got to watch replay. Have you ever been lied on? Have you ever been lied on by a customer? I have. And what platform was it? Thank you for all your help. You're welcome, Richard Long Break. Let's see here. My entire Grubhub career, it's only happened twice to me. Wow. Kendra Huffman, good morning. E-Man7188, good morning. Danny Delivery Guru Sue, good morning to you. Heather Patori says, I'm still going to record, but I will look at the state laws. Remember, if you're going to call and you're going to, well, let me say this. Let me make sure I say this clearly. If you're going to call and you're gonna record anyone, make sure you let them know they're being recorded. All right? But you got to do it before you start recording. Angie Marie says, not that I know of. Okay, Basic Bitch, good morning. I'm dashing, got you on Bluetooth in the car. That's what's up. I'm on Bluetooth, y'all. All right, Queens of Harmony says, I had a customer rate me 1 star last night because I stayed and watched her pick up the food. I was hiding in the shadows. This was on DoorDash. So they gave you a 1 star because you... What? I had a customer rate me 1 star last night because I stayed and watched her pick up the food. I was hiding in the shadows. This was on DoorDash. Wow. Mr. Donk 305 says, UDM, we are a 2-party consent state. Dashers should check if their state is a 2-part consent state or a 2-party consent state as well, because you can't record somebody in a 2-party consent state without their authorization. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I understand that. Yes. Make sure that you get authorization first. You let them know they're being recorded. All right. Florida is a 2-party consent state. If you are in a 1-party consent state, obviously you don't have to get the second party's consent, but, yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Dawn 305. Let's see here. Going back to the chat. Let's see here. If you are in a 1-party consent state and you choose to record, yeah, I'm not saying don't. Cover yourself in every which way that you can. All right. Now, especially if you are in a 2-party consent state, this can be another way to basically cover yourself. That's all it is. More ways to cover yourself. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Alan said had to leave 2 pizzas and 1 liter of Coke at a customer's 3rd floor condo. Took pics to customer and DoorDash. I don't feel comfortable leaving food, man. I don't. Kendra Huffman says, I left the food in the high school office. They don't allow deliveries outside of the office. Got you. Chloe A, welcome to the family. Welcome. I just started DoorDash this week, and this makes me nervous. Do you have recommendation if you can't record? Yeah. That's what I said. Okay. If you cannot record, if you are in a 2-party consent state, at the very beginning of this video, well, not the very beginning, but the main point of this video is to call support and ask support. Explain to support that you feel uncomfortable with the situation, the person you're delivering to, the area you're delivering to, the notes that the customer left. You do not feel comfortable. Would you mind calling the customer and having them verify that they received their food? That's it. While you are outside of the person's building, their home, whatever, can you please verify with the customer that they are going to receive their food? Because why would you call them, and why would you call support, and why would support call them and they don't receive their food? If they ever call back and say that if they ever use the app and say that they did not receive their food, then they're basically lying. I'm recording. I'm in a public place, and I'm going to record. I'm not seeing anything. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Calling support is like asking school kids to help you. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm just giving my advice. I'm just saying. If you choose not to use the advice I gave, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling y'all what worked for me, and you don't have to use it on every single one. You can use it on the one that you feel the most sketchy about. That's it. If you feel like corner support to have them help you cover your ASS is too much for you, you don't have to do it. There's no obligation to do it. It's not mandatory. But it's just an additional way to get coverage of your ASS. That's it. If I record a delivery, because I feel like I might be wonky, I don't record faces. It might be wonky. Okay. If I record a delivery because I feel like it might be wonky, I don't record faces. All right. Well, still, recording audio is still kind of the same. If you are in a two-party consent state, you got to get some kind of authorization to record the audio as well. All right. So, Deliver with Taz says, I only ask customer what's their name before I deliver the food so I can voice record because that's good for the activation appeal. Oh, okay. If the customer holds you at gunpoint, should you call support? I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a smart answer. Okay. If the customer holds you at gunpoint, I'm not even going to give you a response to that. I'm not going to give you a response to that. I take that back. I'm not going to give you a response. DoorDash apps makes you leave it with a picture. Yeah. That's what the DoorDash app makes you do. I'm just saying. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was just an additional step to take. If you want to use it, feel free to do so. If you don't want to use it, don't do it. Okay? So, at this time, family, if you have not received the wrench and you wish to get a wrench, raise your hand. If you want a wrench, raise your hand. Phoenix Delivery Drove says, always ask a customer their name if they meet you outside of the address. I ask them what they are wearing if they meet me outside of their apartment. All right. Ben, don't break. You definitely get your wrench. Brother. All right. Ben, don't break. Everybody say congratulations to Ben, don't break. Tippy loves tips. I haven't seen you. I don't know. You guys changed your names a few times, and I don't remember Tippy loves tips. Jacqueline Taylor, if you want a wrench, make sure you come back next Friday. I got you. Angie Marie says, communication with support always helped me out so far, better than just being SOL. Chloe says, as a dog owner, I'm sorry, Queens. It doesn't matter how social a dog is, they need to be Oh. Okay. All right. Tippy Loves Tips says, I mostly watch the replays. You got to leave a comment so I can know that you've been around. Good morning, Will Troett. Mr. Will Troett, good morning to you. Faye DeRoe, good morning. Nothing to say. Let's see here. Nothing you say or do will protect you from a customer leaving you a low rating. You can try all you want, and that can even make the customer leave you a low rating because they felt uncomfortable. We're not talking about leaving a low rating, though. We're not talking about that. All right. Ben Don't Break says, I always ask the name as I hand off the food. Let them say it on video. Got you. Got you. All right. Let's see here. Alan says, if they see you taking food out of a hot bag, they like it. Okay. All right. All right. You guys are giving some key points down here. That's what's up. So, with that being said, family, if you just subscribed, I now salute to you. And Delivery Fam, like I said, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and check out this video if you are interested to find out what the delivery issues section, what's this new thing that DoorDash released. Check out this video. I'm going to put it in the cards up top. And let me see here. If you, like I said, if you like my solution to this, squeeze the life out of that like button and use it, apply it. If you don't want to apply it, you don't have to. If you are in a two-party consent state, recording someone, you're going to have to get some kind of authorization before you record them. But if you are in a one-party consent state, obviously you guys already know how to handle yourselves. If you do not know, if you are in a one-party consent state or a two-party consent state, I suggest looking it up. Google can be your best friend. All right. So make sure you hit subscribe, click the bell, and join the team. And I will see y'all in the next one. Oh, yeah. What time it is, family? Put it in the chat. It's time to what?